Thanks, Wes Small. And of course, all eyes are on the fourth named storm in the Atlantic right now. And of course, its name is Tropical Storm Danielle. It's currently located at 15 north and 39 west. And to give you an idea of where we are, St. Croix is on 17 north, which means it's about 1,200 miles south of us. It's moving at about 16 miles per hour, carrying with it gusts of 65 miles per hour. Some gusts are as large as 100 miles per hour, and it has 990 some odd millibars of isometric pressure. Right now, I gave you the current location of 39 west, and it will be moving into our area paralleling with the 17th approximately Wednesday. It's expected to make a pitch up, so it shouldn't come anywhere near the St. Croix area. We will possibly see a few showers and thunderstorms from that storm. However, it's not expected to hit us. However, conditions are going to change at any time. It's expected to turn into a hurricane later on this evening. If it does, that could affect its trajectory. And we will give you more of an update on the weather when we get towards the end of the program tonight. And when we come back from this break, we'll take a look at Coki Point. Stay with us. And let's take a look at your Caribbean report for tonight.
As of Friday afternoon, Wyclef Jean, hip-hop artist in Jamaica, was denounced uncertified for presidential election. The hip-hop artist Wyclef Jean now plans an appeal of his rejection as a candidate for Haiti's presidential election in November. The Electoral Council is believed to have ruled that the U.S.-based meet the requirements as presidential candidate by maintaining 5 consecutive years of his residency in Haiti prior to running. The council approved 19 candidates and rejected 15. Among those who will stand are former Prime Minister Jacques-Edouard Alexis, Yvonne Neptune, Jude Celestin, and candidates supported by the outgoing president René Préval. Michael Martelly, a well-known singer known as Sweet Mikey, has prompted jokes about the race becoming an American Idol-style contest. And in St. Lucia is getting foreign help for reviewing security and maximum security in the Bordelias prison following the recent escape by 3 men, including 2 Venezuelans. One of the Venezuelans is reported to being well connected with a drug cartel in his homeland. The men escaped through 3 layers of security fencing, while masked armed men with automatic weapons provided cover and exchanged gunfire with prison guards. The Director of Corrections, Hilary Herman, says help is coming from Britain, the U.S., their Eastern Caribbean neighbors, and reviewing the security status at the prison. And also, the 3-month-old government in Trinidad and Tobago is expected to give a clear indication of the future economic policy when its first budget is presented next month. The announcement of the 8th of September date was made by Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar on her return from a home trip in New York. She said pre-budget consultations will take place with stakeholder groups. And the economy in the Dominican Republic will expand between 5.5 and 6% this year, according to the International Monetary Fund, IMF. That is slightly higher than earlier forecasted, and the Dominican economy is rebounding after a global recession spurred a sharp drop last year in the country's export earnings, along with the decline in tourism and remittance. The country was forced to seek a standby agreement with the IMF. Under the program, the government has committed the tracking of shortfalls in revenue.
And that's your Caribbean report for tonight. And News Channel 8 has been following this story from the beginning. We're talking about the horrible tragedy shooting up at Coki Point. Now, recently, government officials, as well as officials from the cruise line department, have been to Coki Point to see the cleanup. News Channel 8's Lee Carl also was there. Let's take a look.
The cleanup at Coki continues. Florida Caribbean Association President Michelle Page, also VI Tourism Commissioner Beverly Nicholson Doty, Assistant Commissioner Muxibli Hodge, and Parks and Recreation Commissioner Sinclair Williams, along with the Police Commissioner Novell Francis. Shipboard sale of tours in the area, including, were suspended, of course, as we know about that shooting. There was a meeting at Government House, and during the late morning meeting, Page told the governor she was very impressed with the work done at Coki Point, and she said she plans to recommend the 15 cruise lines, member lines, represented under FCCA, that the sales of prearranged tours to Coki be resumed, and tours to the area were abruptly suspended during that tragic incident. Over the last month, they've maintained an ongoing dialogue with private owners at Coki Beach and vendors. The measures include accelerated rehabilitation plan for Coki, which began on August 2nd. One of the famous beaches and one of the friendliest beaches I can remember down through the years here. In St. Thomas at Coki. For the cleanup, Lee Carl for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Lee Carl. When we come back from this break, we'll take a look at your Sports 411 and an all-week program focusing on Kevin Shepard. Stay with us.